Okay, hello everybody. Welcome. We're going to do an amazing meditation today. We'll see what comes in. I sometimes have no idea what's going to come in. I just know I'm supposed to do a meditation. Um, and we're just waiting for people to come online to get started. Okay. Just maybe another minute. I want to make sure we're in by 11:11. Hi, Anna. Yeah. How's everybody doing? Any interesting symptoms with the energies coming in? Anybody have anything to report? Lots of headaches. Okay. Yeah, we need to open up that crown and remove any barriers that are there. Yeah. And the tiredness is a big deal because our bodies are going through huge changes. And if you think of a caterpillar, they go in hibernation for however long it takes to go from a pupa to the chrysalis state. But we have to keep going and doing all of our daily activities. And so I find that whenever yeah, the dreams have been crazy too. I'll talk about that in a sec. But whenever I sit in meditation and allow the energies to come in, even if it's just for 15 minutes, it integrates everything and I feel so much better. And sometimes I don't want to do that and I'll just play that rainbow diamond light code meditation that I have up on my Soul Work Method website and also on my YouTube channel, Blue Raven, that also listening to that, doing that whole process, you'll feel so much better after. So give that a try and add some comments to my Facebook page and we'll see how everyone's doing. Feeling unmotivated and wanting to rest. Yeah. Yeah, we need a lot of rest right now. So please don't overdo it. Don't drive yourself because we are going through a massive, massive transformation this year, next year. And the vivid dreams are amazing. Good morning. Because they're helping us process so much of our own stuff. And it's something you can go back into and play with and recreate to process it. It's all kinds of stuff coming out of our subconscious mind because the energies coming in are really, really activating that pineal and that whole eye of Horus area in the brain, the olfactory nerve, the optic nerve area, where some of the information gets processed is in that eye of Horus. And so a lot of stuff from our subconscious mind is coming to the surface, and the dreams are wild, hey? Um, and they're really interesting and really bizarre sometimes. So you can really process that. I'm working really hard on putting together my Soul Work Method course, which is all the techniques that I use that anyone can use. And one of the techniques is how to work with dreams. So I'm really excited and getting impatient about putting that out there. Just still working through it. It's a lot of work putting a course together. I had no idea. So we've got 10 people here. So I want to just start by saying welcome. Thank you everybody for being here. And I wanted to do this because something really, really exciting happened a couple nights ago, and I talked about it with some of you, which is that around 2 in the morning on Tuesday, I was still awake because sleep has been an issue for a lot of us. This energy started to come in and it was so cool. It really felt like almost like a curtain, you know, when you're on a stage and the curtain is dropping like this like layer of energy was coming from the higher realms and literally just dropping into this realm, into our physical realm. And it was the energy from the higher realms where uh, all of this has already been resolved, right? Like the inverted matrix has already been pretty much taken out, and all the players that are keeping the inverted matrix going at the higher levels have taken a step back, and the galactics have taken over. I'm talking into two different cameras here, so my line of vision might change. So that has already been accomplished on those higher realms and has been for quite some time now, almost a year maybe, or close to a year. I go and check every once in a while for fun, up around the moon to see how many of the Draco reptilians are still playing. And even a few months ago, like 4 months ago, there were still about two or three, four groups, small groups that were still sort of holding chains to planet Earth. And then I checked again recently and I went into my avatar state. So you guys, we are really, really coming into knowing that we are living, breathing gods, okay? And I'm really not saying that. I'm saying that out of awe of some of the experiences that we all are starting to have and are going to have. So when you go into that more embodied soul state, you are huge, like as big as the Milky Way kind of thing. So I just went up to look and I just went into that state. I wasn't expecting it. And there was one tiny little group left of Draco reptilians, and they had actually stepped back and they had put a minion in charge. And when the minion saw me, I just said to the minion, stop. And the force in which that stop happens when you're in your avatar state can literally blow an entire galaxy away. No joke, you guys. It's pretty wild. And this poor minion started shaking in his boots, and he said, "But I. This is an agreement, and I'm doing this for the collective that still needs it." And the minion that was in charge was like a 2D version of a human, like the humans that are here who don't have their own individual souls. So hence they just parrot whatever they see in the mainstream narrative. They don't think about anything beyond this life. They have no concept of anything greater than their day to day. So those are the minions that are now in charge, and they're sort of propagating um, the need to keep this narrative going, to keep these restrictions going. And so he said, yeah, there's an agreement to still do this because there's a huge chunk of humanity that still needs this to wake up. And so that's what this third phase we're going into of restrictions is for. It's for them, for the people that still need to wake up. And so keep that in your knowing and your perspective, and it'll make it a lot easier to move through this state. Um, I know a lot of people were saying that they're having nausea and vomiting, and as of the last couple of days, because with that energy that's now coming into the physical realms, is a game changer. It's the energy that's saying, okay, we've already played this game at the higher realms, things have changed, now we're bringing it into the physical, so now we're going to start the game, the end game here on this physical realm where shift is going to actually start to happen in real time. Okay, so the next couple of months, yeah, things might still be a bit wild and crazy, but then we're going to start seeing more clues, more actual palpable physical changes towards everything that we've been wanting, so that we can start now to create a different world. So that's what's going on. And what else? Yeah, some things have already been changed, like the SWIFT system for the banking has already been changed from a debt system to a credit system, because that's a big part of bringing in a new quantum financial system that's going to help the whole planet. And now this has nothing to do with the inverted matrix version of the reset they want to bring in. This is the real organic quantum financial system, which is going to create abundance for everybody. Okay, so that's what we want to create. Today's a real pivotal day in terms of things shifting in the physical realm. There's a lot happening in the US, and I wanted us to really bring in energies to be supportive for everything that's happening in the US, so that we can keep the polarity level and the duality level at neutralize it as much as possible, okay, so that things don't get too wild for the people who are actively engaging in making their voices heard. So that's what we want to do today, and we want to bring in some of these energies and integrate them that have come into the physical realm now. Okay, so That's what I wanted to say. So let's get started. Let's get into our meditative state now. Getting comfortable. Closing our eyes. And getting immediately into your stillness. Go to your center. Just breathe. Gentle. Keeping your awareness on the breath. And with each breath, you're coming into your own body. With each breath, you're coming into your own center. With each breath, you are coming into your own inner wisdom. And we are going to do a full unplug of the ego, including all of its compartments, all of the mimics, all of the copies, and any of the AI interference that works through the ego and any other kind of interference. We are unplugging it all. And now you can say this out loud or you can say this with your inner voice, but saying it out loud has much more of an impact. As the being that I am now fully embodying my true, authentic, divine soul. And I am fully connecting with my true, authentic, divine soul's home frequency to my fullest capacity at this time. And now we're connecting also directly to source essence, connecting to source essence to our own fullest capacity. Echene watelele po ona. Go into your knowing, your inner knowing of who you really are. The divine, immense light being that you are. The light being that we normally associate with gods, that's who you are. We are the most untapped resource in the history of the universe. Anapete pa olahanapete pe e. Go into your inner knowing that you are so loved. You are truly loved. You are a beautiful, beautiful divine being. And all the things that you're focusing on of your human self, they're just things that we've chosen to play with while we're here. It's the small version of us. We don't need to just focus on that. We want to focus on our immense creator, divine being that we truly are, and start to allow that in, tap into that and allow it in. And this is what we want to bring in now as things start to shift on the physical realm. So bring that in. Can someone let me know if I'm still frozen or if it's okay? Just bring that energy in fully. Okay, thank you. Allow yourself, give yourself permission to feel the immenseness of who you are. Allow that soul embodiment, your own beautiful, brilliant soul embodiment, to come in and expand you. And any part of you that is still holding on to stories that I'm not good enough, I don't have value, everybody else seems to be doing all these cool things, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do, I don't know what my role is, let it go. We're not here to focus on the smallness of the human ego. Let's bring this in. Let's bring this in. You may feel some tension as some of the ego programs start to create some strain. Just focus on giving yourself permission and allowing in your true, authentic, divine state. Allow that in fully. Allow it in. And with it are coming a lot of energy frequencies from the higher realms that are now present for us in the physical realm. Just allow them in. They will build on your confidence. They will build on your confidence of your knowing of who you are. The bigger picture, the greater perspective of who you are. We are these immense creator beings. And as you bring this energy in, you'll start to feel like you're expanding, like you're getting bigger, you're taking up more energetic space. Achene wate po ola mamate pe e. Just know that you are so loved, unconditionally loved, no matter what. It's just there, always, unequivocal, unchanging, constantly present. Allow yourself to tap into the love that is there for all of us. And as you do that, you'll start to expand even more. Anahete wa ala papa te pe ene mo. Really tap in to your own inner knowing of who you are. The inner knowing that has been shut down. We're activating it. It is coming online. It is alive. Come into it. Be it. Become it. Onoholapa tepe'e. Allow yourself to really connect with your own knowing. Don't judge it, don't question it, don't let the small ego mind make you feel fearful of it. Don't reject it. Allow yourself to own it. Own it. It is who you are. It is who you've been for thousands of millennia. It is your birthright in coming here in this incarnation. We've chosen to have an experience that is separate from it. And now we are choosing the coolest experience of connecting with it and realizing who we are. It is the greatest, amazing, wondrous experience. We're going to be like little kids, like toddlers when they first stand up for the first time, and the excitement and joy and the wonder of what they've been able to accomplish. The excitement and joy and wonder and awe that we are going to experience as we realize and start to integrate who we are is going to be contagious for everybody. Let's bring that energy in, bringing in also the source essence fully into our heart space. We bring that source essence into our heart space. And in our expanded state here, as we are in our stillness, let's use our intention to fully be in still point, in that 0 point energy of creation, of anything is possible. And let's put ourselves into a virtual circle in the higher realms. And we are going to put our planet into the middle of that circle. And we are going to beam out all of that energy that is coming into our heart. We're going to beam it out onto the planet. We're going to fill the entire planet with heart energy, heart source frequency, the higher love, source love frequency, not our human love, but the source love frequency. We're going to send that to every conscious being, conscious four-legged being, anything that is alive. We're sending it the source essence love, not our own version of unconditional love, source essence love to the whole planet, all the so called countries, to the entire collective of humanity, to the water elements, to the forest elements, the desert elements, all the different levels of consciousness on the planet. Source essence love, so that we can raise the vibration to a higher level. We can raise the consciousness of people in governments where, in some countries where people are starving due to these restrictions, we can raise their consciousness so that they get a peek of their own inner knowing and their own inner wisdom that they can then take action from. We're going to keep sending that source essence love from a place of complete neutrality with no actual expectations, with the intention that it is there to raise the level of consciousness, to raise the vibration to the higher organic vibrations that we have access to. And the country that is having the greatest impact currently, as in the US, has a huge barrier over it that is blocking out a lot of these higher vibrational frequencies to try to stop this or slow down this process. So we're going to work around it. We're going to go right to the center of the earth. There's a great pole of energy that goes from the South Pole to the North Pole. It's like the planet's own Kundalini energy. What we're going to do is take our beams that are coming from our hearts of the source essence love, and we're going to direct them to go right through to the core of the earth, right to that column. And we're going to charge up that column, holding space for it. We don't need to do anything other than hold space for it. Anate olama matepe'e. It is part of Gaia's own nervous system. This beautiful pole column of energy that goes from the South Pole to the North Pole and up and around like a donut, the torus field. And along that column, there are smaller columns like nerves coming out of the main column that go through the earth out onto the surface of the earth on various areas of the planet and just shine the light. And so, as we are sending and directing all this powerful source essence love to this column, it is now starting to emanate through those smaller columns. Let's just keep doing this. Anate we ola manate pepe e. And just take your ego mind out of it, do a full unplug of it. Ono mo ola ahana te pepe e. There we go. Now that energy, that source essence love, that light, it's very powerful. Starting to seep out through those smaller columns coming directly off of the main one and blasting out this energy onto the surface. It's happening on one side of the hemisphere of the planet, not the other just yet, but it will slowly shift. Staying in our expanded state, bringing in our own knowing that we are immensely powerful light beings. Ona mahala tepe enemo. There we go. We've dissolved that barrier. There was quite a nice, thick, protective barrier that has been put there to, again, try to slow this down. But we are way, way too powerful. Anama helit popote pe enemo. It's coming out now through all the different trajectories, all the different cracks, openings from all the smaller columns coming off of the main one to all areas of the planet. And as they rise up, they're creating their own layer of light and love from the source essence love, the higher vibrational frequencies, right underneath the barrier that's blocking it. So that's how powerful we are. It's allowing this energy to come into the heart centers of everyone and to the varying degrees in which they have openings in their heart, but the perfect amount for each person. And those entities that look human but actually are not human, that are playing some of these so called leadership roles, they don't have any openings for this energy currently. And that's perfectly designed. It's exactly how it needs to be. They've played their role for us very well. We thank them for their service and we let them know that we no longer consent. We are creator beings and now we are going to create our own future, our own present moment. And those planets that are already in the organic fifth dimensional consciousness and higher have a very different way of operating on the planet. And we have access to all that information. We can choose for ourselves what is our highest inspiration, what is our highest excitement. If you could create a completely new world and new life for yourself without any limitations, without thinking of any logical ideas, well, we need money or we need this. No, no, no. Let it go. What would you want to create from your place of highest inspiration and highest excitement? Would you want to create a loving, playful, global community? Would you want to create a world where everybody is thriving? A world where everybody is accessing their own gifts, their own tools that they've come here with? Where the really advanced technologies that are available here on this planet but are being kept from us are now here. The technologies that can clean up the oceans and the air in a matter of days. The technologies that can remove, clear out, dissolve any kind of illness, health issues, they are here. That can clear out any trauma, we have those here. Let's create a world where we see and feel that everybody has access. Everybody is on an equal platform because we all are true, divine, immensely amazing beings. All of us. This whole system of third world countries and first world countries is all artificially created. We no longer consent. We now consent to a world that is thriving in absolute abundance. Every creature that has been born on this planet has access to their true potential and has the access to thrive. Let's create that now. Let's bring that into our physical realm, into our now moment, and let's start creating that now. Let's allow for our everyday moment of our thoughts to focus on what it is we are now creating, not what it is that we are letting go of from the past, but what it is we are now creating in this now moment. Letting yourself know who you are, knowing that some of the smaller programs that are being worked through on your human level, from the ego story level, it is what it is. But don't make that who you are. Don't make that your identity. It is not who you are. It is artificially created. The ego is an artificially created construct that has been designed to keep us separated from who we really are. Let that go. Let the focus on the ego go. Tap in, tap in, tap into the access that you have of the immense creator being you are. Ahala pepetepe enemo ona. Let's amplify the energies coming in, the source essence love, we're amplifying it. We're also going to bring in all the source codes now of all the higher frequencies that are coming in from the higher organic divine realms. We're going to bring that into our being and also stream that from our heart right into that column of inside the planet, in the middle of the planet. We're going to add in those source frequency codes right in. Okay, and we're going to send them to those on the planet that are really taking charge and leading the way for things to change on the physical realm. We're going to send that energy as well in a very focused way to those individuals. We don't have to name them. We just have to, or even focus on any specific individuals. Just put our intention on those that are here working directly with the galactics to bring in these higher realm frequencies, to create them in the physical world. We're sending those individuals a real focused charge of this energy, the source codes, the source essence love, charging them up, letting them know that we are here to support. Whether they are way showers, whether they are in politics, we're sending them that energy. Oname hele popotepe o. Oname hele popotepe onama matepe e. And for those of you who are still dealing with some of the ego programs, some of the blocks around feeling less than, still feeling small, feeling not as empowered, I encourage you to really work on all the blocks in the solar plexus. You can take my course if you want, or you can do this on your own. Just work on it. It is incredibly important at this time. Onama halepepe enemo o. Onama halapepe onama matepe o. Okay, we're going to send in one more amplification, amplify the energy, amplify it, integrate it within your own being, and then send it out through your heart stream. Omana pepe te elemo ohona mama tepe e. Echewana te pepe elemo momo. You are here to be the highest potential version of yourself, bringing in this highest advanced frequency being that you are. The ego mind might say, well, I think I'm here to be a healer, or I think I'm here to make a change. I think I'm here to help humanity. You may be here to do that too, but you are so much more, so much bigger than what your ego mind is showing you. So much bigger. And that is one aspect of what you're here to do. You're really here to bring in this highest potential version of yourself. That is your biggest purpose. That is our biggest purpose. Onama halapepe tepe oname. Okay. So the energy has really amped up for the planet. We're going to send one more blast specifically to the US. Let that amplify within your being and send it out through your heart stream. Source Essence Love. Okay. And now it is starting to spread to the entire planet. That amplification. Beautiful. It has spread and created its own synergy for the whole planet. It's a beautiful layer, warm, loving energy. It's going to go into everybody's consciousness. For those that are in anxiety and fear, it's going to help that. For those that are in anger, it's going to help that. For those that are awakening, it is going to expand that. And it's creating a really nice shift. Okay, now let's start to bring our heart beams slowly back into our own heart space. Coming back into our own physical bodies. And you can keep this energy in your body, but just come back into your physical body. And we're going to come back from our virtual circle. And anyone who listens to this recording later, or if any of us listen to this recording again, because this is a great one to do as often as you can, that circle will always be there because time is just a concept. Coming back into your own being, starting to feel your skin as your outer layer. Onema matepe enemo. Coming back into your body. Allowing yourself to be open to your own self mastery. Onoma alapa patepe eo. Enemo hola papatepe o. Starting to focus on your breath. Onome ehele momotepe o. Focusing on your breath. Taking some deeper breaths in. Feeling the rise and fall of your chest. Feeling your lungs expand and contract. Feeling the air coming in and out through your nose. Feeling the air on your face. Coming back into connection with your environment. Feeling the air in your room. Feeling the weight of your hands. Feeling the pressure of your hands against the chair or against your lap. Feeling the pressure of the chair against your back, against the back of your legs. And just fully coming back into your own physical body. Just take 3 more breaths in and out. And when you're done, slowly open your eyes and do so with a knowing that you are this greater being, that you are becoming who you are. You already are this greater being. You just need to allow yourself to access it. You need to allow yourselves now. We all need to allow ourselves now to let that access in. Breath in and out. And before we come out of this, I'm being guided to let you know um, that I'm going to be starting a subscription group where I'll send out recordings of these types of high level activations so that we can all benefit from the energies coming in the most effective way possible and just really accelerate this process for us. So I'm just being told, I'm being given this message that that is something that we can all do together. Okay, breath in and out. Again, in and out. Last one. In and release slowly this time. And just wait till you feel really settled and slowly open your eyes, staying with your knowing of who you truly are, staying with the knowing of what you experienced of your own being during this activation. Just coming back into reality, just even moving your hands back and forth against your legs to bring you back in. Okay, beautiful. How's everybody doing? So, thank you so much. Thank you for being a part of this. I feel such gratitude for whatever comes through and for all of you who join me in this. It's unbelievable. It's so beautiful. So, thank you all so much and have a beautiful, beautiful rest of the day. Thank you.